Hey guys, welcome to another session of Loadouts. This loadout is for the 90 energy bonus stage for Citra story event. This is the team I went with. So I went in pretty much blind, I guess. And I did fail my first attempt, but I went with what I said in my news videos and what I will continue to say as a reminder for new players. When you're tackling these 90 energy missions, pretty much you want re-raise healers, preferably Fina. AoE re-raise works wonders. Rem, now 7-star, can do that job as well, so Rem would be a really good one to choose. 2 DPS units is really all you need. A support unit, someone like Nicole, Zargaboth, Ace, if you can fit it, and 2 tanks is usually what you want to do. The support unit slot where Ace is right now could be swapped, like I said, for Nicole, Zargaboth, but sometimes it's good to have a breaker as well. It's just that both my tanks can also break in relative to the respects that I need, so the attack and magic, for example. But this is the team I went with, my theory crafted team, and it worked out. It's just the skills I had to use. Yeah, it took a bit of guessing. This is my Wiccan Rain, as you can see, my Crimson Saber, my trusty one, with a total of 62 passive HP. SQ-chan here, Ramza's STMR for elemental resistance, Judge Helm, Zargaboth's TMR for elemental resistance, Ozetta Armor, always really trustworthy for that defense and spirit split, Jake's Pirate Ring for that HP and that LB, and a ribbon here because on Rain it actually benefits that you slot it with a ribbon sometimes. An accessory slot, and the 3 Magic Sanctuary here for that elemental resistance. It came in handy for magic elemental damage, but I don't think we really needed it for this one, so you could probably go with just really high spirit and minimal elemental resistance. Of course, Protector of Lapis' own TMR for his trustability. This is my Fina here with Summer Whip, a bit of a cheat, but Summer Whip does all the elemental damage, and dual wielding it, she hits twice. So in a couple of the missions you have to do like several elemental damage, and I wanted to speed it up, and Summer Whip did the job for us. Bosch uniform, always useful for Fina specifically because she doesn't have innate confuse resist, so it can remove all the necessary need for using Fina hat. Even though technically in this case I should have used Fina hat, it would have been better anyway. Hey Moto Rider, thanks for the support, dude. Prodigy goggles for LB per turn, and I had Moonmaker for LB increase 200% buff, which is really good, and it helped, especially on my final battle. Magic Sanctuary again for more elemental resistance, and also it has LB fill per turn as well, and Ignorance for 2 LB fill per turn. So I was really always using her as an LB Entruster, or at least spam her LB, which really helped us in my run. Ace here, I mean, a 1600 magic isn't low for him. This isn't like the best magic gear that I could have on him, I think, but he did really well. His Tri-Beam Laser did a lot of damage. These bosses are pretty squishy. This is his STMR. Hairpin of Purity for that status ailment protect. Dark Robe, Ice Rosetta, Snow Bear for maximum base magic. Unmatched Wizardry for going double hand, because he does have double hand passives as well. Acceptance, his own TMR for his trustability. Corrupt Emperor, that's Emperor's STMR. And then of course the Adventurer 5 for more magic. And this is my Hyo. Not much to be explained about Hyo at this point. I think everybody is very familiar with him. Discernment for the status ailment, protection, and then Flaming Blade Agni. I went with Fire Elemental Chaining, which apparently no one was immune to fire, which I was afraid of that to begin with. Nyx's Dagger with some decent enough item world enhancements, giving him a total of what, 47 HP, which is pretty good. Reverie Shield, his own STMR for that extra spirit and defense. Grand Helm Plus, Grand Armor. Riku's Pouch was just for eccentric, and I think in the first boss battle, that's what I used. Japamala for his own trustability. Heavy Armor Arts, Pat Recall all throughout, just for HP and defense. And so a couple things that I learned is that one, go with some kind of Esper. That's a pretty strong for an Esper finish. You would need that. I have Bahamut on my Rain. That's the one I selected for. I think for the first 2 bosses, go with magic cover with single target provoke, and on the last boss, which is like a squid thing, go with physical AoE cover. Might work better with evasion. I didn't do it because I used Fina's re-raise, so I don't know if this was enough, like this Ramza was enough to tank it. But then when I did have a turn that I could, because he like wiped my team out every single turn, I did break him, so it was much more manageable at that time. And yeah, and then for Urine's, the second battle, make sure you have status ailment protection up. If you hit thresholds, he'll begin to do like all the nasty ones, like stop and all the status ailments, but including stop. So, and I think it's random. I think 2 of my units got stopped, but they didn't have stop resist. So my Shiva on Fina has a 50% stop resist. Ramza himself has a 50% stop resist, and then Rain is completely stop immune. So I think it was Ace and my heal that was stopped, but it was random. But I hit multiple thresholds, so it's hard for me to tell at the moment. I don't know. Obviously, go to the wiki, guys, if you guys want the actual details. But this was at least my experience running this. So, let me think. Oh yeah, and of course, the first battle, don't kill Searcher, kill IO first. Don't kill Searcher. That's how I screwed up. My first run, I killed Searcher first, and then IO just like AoE physical, I don't even know what it is. I think it's like a laser beam. It just wiped my team out. My tanks held in there, but just don't kill Searcher, kill IO first. Ramza was stopped at least 1 time. Ramza was stopped during my first run though, Puxu. So in my first run, Searcher does single target stop. So whoever is your single target provoker, make sure you have stop resist on him too. Which at the end, what I did for Searcher at least is, or Searcher and IO, is to break him and then cast status ailment protection on the first turn before I even magic tanked, and everyone survived. So like I said, all the bosses are really squishy. 2 heroes should be able to like go through them really easily, like cutting through butter. So anyways, yeah, that's it. The second boss stopped, I think. Really? The second boss stopped my Ramza? You might be right. You might be right. Okay, Bacillus, the second boss stops and charms. Oh, man. Just be really careful about Urine's. He's super annoying. Super annoying. Anyways, I think I will end this here. If you guys have Discord, check out the Discord server. Follow me on Twitter and subscribe to YouTube if you haven't. As always, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys check out the trial video if you guys need live feedback with what I did wrong and what I did right. Anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.